Did Tyrannosaurus rex have feathers? Most likely, yes. Alright, that's the end of the video. Goodbye now. Okay, I'm lying. It's not the end of the video. Alright, I'm gonna start now. Alright then, unlike Trey the Explainer's video, I'm not gonna go into great detail on what the skin is. So instead, I'm just gonna keep this short. So, T-Rex had feathered ancestors, and there's even Tyrannosaurus with fossilized feathering, like Eutyrannus and Dilong. There's even Tyrannosaurs that possibly did have feathers due to the climates they lived in, like Albertosaurus, Gorgosaurus, Nanuqsaurus, and Lythronax. But then there are the Tyrannosaurids that we don't know what their skin impressions are, like Daspletosaurus, Tarbosaurus, and of course Tyrannosaurus. It's most likely and has been agreed that baby T-Rexes were fully covered in feathers, having a full coat of feathers since they needed to stay warm and since they couldn't control their body heat. Plus, it makes them look super cute. Since we know that baby T-Rexes and other young Tyrannosaurids did indeed have a full coat of feathers, what was the skin impressions for the adult T-Rexes? Were they fully feathered like their juvenile counterparts? There's been some recent skin impressions that show what appears to be small, tiny, smooth scales on a Tyrannosaurus rex specimen. Since this was discovered, one must assume that Tyrannosaurus rex was probably completely featherless and was covered in these small little scales. But the one thing is, these scales are extremely small, and most to all of them were in places we already knew were featherless, like the belly, the feet, and under the tail. Or these aren't even scales, they're probably featherless fleshy skin, like on cassowaries and chickens. Or feathers that got turned into scales when the Tyrannosaurus rex grew up. Go watch Trey's video. I'll put in the link in the description since I do not know how to explain it, since he knows better than me. Due to these discoveries, T-Rex was most likely just mostly covered in scales, but did indeed have feathers. The adults most likely had a sparse covering of feathers, like a feathered cape, while the babies were fully covered in feathers, completely feathered, and as they grew older, they'd either lose the feathers or the feathers got turned into scales as they grew older. Again, I'll leave a link in the description for Trey's video because I do not know how to explain that. What about Tarbosaurus and Daspletosaurus? Well, most likely they were also feathered too. Though in my opinion, I'm pretty sure that they were both a lot more feathered than T-Rex, having areas of fluff that T-Rex probably didn't have. In conclusion, baby T-Rexes were fully feathered and had a full coat of fluff, while their parents probably only were sparsely feathered, having a little bit of fluff.